Presentation Plus is available exclusively with the new 4th edition of Interchange, the most widely used and the most successful English course in the world, incorporating video, audio, and even online resources, all with the click of a mouse. Visit the link below or contact your Cambridge University Press representative for a demonstration today.
Welcome to English for Arabs. Today, we're going to have Interchange 3, 4th edition, Unit 4, Part 2. We're going to start with the vocab. Then, you have to keep the words by heart. After that, you start to watch the explanation. Wish you all good luck. 7 words of exercise number 7. Outcome, result. Outcome, result. Mystery, puzzle. Mystery, puzzle. Workout, workout. To exercise in order to improve your body. Workout, to do exercises. Stuff, things. Stuff, things. Locker, American locker, locker. A cupboard in which someone can keep their possessions. Locker, a cupboard in which someone can keep their possessions. Lock, fasten. B. They spoke very broken English. They spoke very broken English. They spoke English badly. They spoke English badly. Lifesavers, lifesavers. Helpers, helpers. 8. Run out, ran out, run out. To finish, to end. Run out, run out, run out. Freeway, motorway, freeway, motorway. Stuck, to be pushed into, to be pushed into. Or through something and stay there. Stuck, to be pushed into or through something into and stay there. Stuck, to be pushed into or through something and stay there. Elevator, elevator, British, American, elevator, T soft D. Elevator, elevator, lift. Elevator, T soft D and R, elevator. And here E I can pronounce as a sound a. Ali, elevate, elevator, 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 left. 9. Coincidence, 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 unexpected event. Disaster, an event that causes a lot of destruction. Disaster, an event that causes a lot of destruction. Emergency, a sudden event requiring quick action. Emergency, a sudden event requiring quick action. Lucky break, lucky break, an unexpected event that brings good fortune. Again, lucky break, an unexpected event that brings good fortune. Misfortune, an unlucky event, bad luck. Misfortune, an unlucky event, bad luck. Mystery, something puzzling or unexplained. Mystery, something puzzling or unexplained. Mystery, something puzzling or unexplained. A difficult situation without clear solution. a difficult situation without clear solution. Triumph. A great success or achievement. Triumph. A great success or achievement. By chance, coincidence. By chance, coincidence. Words of exercise number 12. Blogging. Blogging, a diary that you put on the internet for other people to read. Blogging, a diary that you put on the internet for other people to read. A diary, regular record of your thoughts, opinions, and experiences. A diary, regular record of your thoughts, opinions, and experiences. Blogger, someone who writes a blog. Move on. Move on to do something new. Move on to do something new. Log. Log, British, American log. A full written record of journey, a period of time or an event. Interactive. Also in American we say interactive. Interactive, involving communication between people. Interactive, involving communication between people. Respond. Reply. Posts. Mails. Vanish, disappear. Celebrity, T soft D. A celebrity, a famous person. Celebrity, and then T soft D. Celebrity, a famous person. Entire, whole, like the entire world, the whole world. Newsworthy, interesting enough to be described in a news report. Broadcaster, someone whose job is to speak on radio or television programs. Broadcaster, someone whose job is to speak on radio or television programs. Supersede, British, supersede. American R, not silent, but in British R silent. Say supersede, but in American, supersede, to replace something. Supersede, it means to replace something. Supersede, to replace something. E-commerce, E for electronic, e-commerce, buying and selling on the internet. Internet, American, internet. And also there, we said the, buying and selling on the internet. The internet. Maintain, continue to have. Exciting, interesting. Switch, change. Public, people in general. Public, people in general. People, British, American, people in general. Now that's the end of the vocab book, Unit 4. Hope you like it, read it, and keep the words by heart before we start to explain Unit 4. Wish you all good luck. Conversation. What happened? Look at the picture. What do you see? A young man. And here we see different lockers. Lockers, cupboards, where we keep our belongings, our things, our possessions. So the things of this young man are on the floor. Maybe someone stole him. There was a thief, and the thief came and opened the lockers and stole his money. Listen and practice.
Page 25, Exercise 7, Conversation. What happened? Part A. Listen and practice.
Guess what? Someone stole my wallet last night.
Oh no! What happened?
Well, I was working out, and I had put my stuff in my locker, just like I always do. When I came back, someone had stolen my wallet. I guess I'd forgotten to lock the locker.
That's terrible. Did you lose much money?
Only about $15, but I lost my credit card and my driver's license. What a pain.
Listen and practice. Listen and repeat. Guess what? Think what? Someone stole my wallet last night. Oh no, what happened? What happened? Well, I was working out. Work out, do exercises. I was working out and I had put my stuff in my locker. And I had put my stuff, my things, in my locker, in the cupboard, to keep my possessions, to keep the things I have. Just like I always do, always, L silent. When I came back, someone had stolen my wallet. So, number one, someone had stolen the wallet, then he came back. So this is the first action, and this is the second action. I guess I'd forgotten to lock the locker. I'd forgotten, because forgotten here, PP, past participle. So this is of course had, not would. No, not would, because after would we have the main verb, but this is had. I'd forgotten to lock the locker. I had forgotten to close the locker. That's terrible. That's too bad. Did you lose much money? All about $15. But I lost my credit card and my driver's license. What a pain. A pain, suffering. What happened? Someone stole Brian's wallet last night. While he was working out, he had put his stuff in his locker. Then, when he came back, someone had stolen his wallet. Why? Because he had forgotten to lock the locker. He'd forgotten to close the locker. Did Brian lose much money? About $15. What else did Brian lose? He lost his credit card and his driver's license. B. Now in number B, we are going to listen to the rest of the conversation. What did Casey have stolen once and where was she? Listen and write the answers.
Page 25, Exercise 7, Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What did Kathy have stolen once? Where was she?
I had something similar happen last year.
Really?
Yeah. It was when I was in Belgium. I was on my way to the airport, so I was standing on the side of the road with my bags, trying to figure out the bus schedule. Anyway, this group of guys came by and asked if they could help me. They spoke very broken English, and I couldn't really understand what they were saying. Finally, they left, and when I looked down, I realized my purse had disappeared. It had my wallet in it with all my money and my credit card. Luckily, I had put my airline ticket and my passport in one of my carry-on bags.
How awful. So what did you do?
I did just what I had seen people do on TV. I called the police and reported the theft. Then I called my credit card company. I was able to get some cash, and by the time I got home, I had a new credit card waiting for me.
What did Casey have stolen once, and where was she? Casey was in Belgium. She was in the airport. Her purse was stolen. Her purse was stolen last year. Purse, bag, a small bag. She was trying to check the schedule, and then some people, they try to help her, but her purse was disappeared. It has her credit card and her money. Luckily, she had the passport and her air ticket in her bag, in her suitcase. She reported the theft. She called the police. Then she called the bank to stop her credit card and the visa. The bank sent her money to continue her way. She did as people do on TV. When she returned home, she had a new credit card. Grammar focus.
Page 25, Exercise 8, Grammar Focus. Past Perfect. Use the past perfect for an event that occurred before another event in the past. Past event. Past perfect event.
I was working out and I had put my stuff in my locker. When I came back, someone had stolen my wallet. They were able to steal it because I had forgotten to lock the locker.
So, this exercise about the past perfect. The past perfect is for an event, for an action that occurred, that happened before another action in the past, before another event in the past. So here, we're going to have two actions, two events in the past, two events in the past. One of them happened before the second. The first one is in the past perfect. The second one is in the simple past. Example, I was working out, I was doing exercises, and I had put my stuff in my lockers. So number one, I had put my things, my stuff in my locker. Then I was working out, I was doing exercises. So this is number one, action number one, past perfect. The second action here, this is what? The past continuous. When I came back, someone had stolen my wallet. So number one, someone had stolen my wallet, then I came back. So this is past perfect, had stolen. This is simple past, came. Action number two. They were able to steal it because I had forgotten to lock the locker. Because I had forgotten to close the locker, so the thieves were able to steal it. So number one, I had forgotten to lock the locker, I had forgotten to close the locker, then the thieves were able to steal my money and my credit card, or the thieves were able to steal my wallet. So here's the past perfect, subject had plus PP, past participle, put, stolen, forgotten, forget, present, past, forgot, PP, forgotten, American, forgotten, British, forgotten, steal, stole, stolen, the past participle, stolen. So the past perfect, subject had plus past participle, like put, the past participle, put. With the simple past, verb in the simple past. Verb plus D, ed, ied. If it's irregular, like came, come, came, come, came is the simple past. Verb to be, am is are. The past was and were. So were is the simple past of verb to be. The simple past, this is action number 2. It happened number 2. It happened in the past as number 2. But the past perfect event happened as number 1.
The past perfect and how we use the past perfect. So first we need to look at a situation, okay? And we're going to look at 2 different things that happened to this man, okay? So here he is, and he's arriving to work, and his boss isn't happy, so maybe he's arriving to work late, okay? And then here he is, and he's waking up, okay? And he looks like he's a little bit, anxious. He looks like he's a little bit upset. Maybe he woke up late. So which one happened first is what I'm going to ask you. Which event happened first, okay? Well, he woke up late or he arrived to work late. Which one do you think happened first? Well, obviously, right, that he woke up first and then he went to work, okay? So let's say he woke up at 8:45 in the morning and that he finally arrived to work at 9:45 in the morning and he was late, okay? So let's look at this on a time scale, okay? So like we said, at 8:45, the first thing happened. The first action happened. He woke up late. And then later at 9:45, the second action happened, right? He arrived to work. So if we notice, there's a distinct amount of time between the first action and the second action, right? Now, when I'm going to describe this situation, I'm going to use my grammar. I'm going to use the past perfect, okay? So I'm going to say, because he had woken up late, he arrived late for work, okay? So notice in my first action, I'm using my grammar of the past perfect, okay? And then the second action, I'm using the simple past, okay? So this is basically how we use the past perfect. But let's examine the grammar of the past perfect a little bit more closely. So let's take a look at the basic formula for the past perfect. Now, it's important to remember that for the past perfect, we're always using this grammar for 2 actions in the past, okay? So it's always used for describing 2 different actions in the past. Now, we're always using our auxiliary verb had, right? And the past participle, and that's the main verb, okay? So the auxiliary is had, and the past participle is the main verb. Now, I can use a negative if I say hadn't, for example, right? If I want to be negative, I can use the negative auxiliary hadn't, right? Now, let's remind ourselves of what subjects use the auxiliary had. Well, all of the subjects use had, right? So remember that in the past perfect, all my subjects are going to use had for the auxiliary verb. I had, you had, he had, she had, it had, they had, we had. All the subjects use had. Now, let's remind ourselves what is essentially a past participle. Well, remember the past participles can be regular, and they end in ed. So, for example, walked, finished, and visited. Those are all types of past participles that I can use in the past perfect, right? But those are the regular ones with ed. But I have irregular past participles. For example, gone, seen, and been. So these are all different types of past participles, right? So let's take a look at an example. For example, I hadn't seen my friend for a long time before I saw him yesterday. So if I look at this sentence and I look at the past perfect here, I hadn't seen my friend for a long time before I saw him yesterday. Now, again, this is the first thing that happens, or in this context, the first thing that didn't happen. I hadn't seen my friend for a long time before I saw him yesterday. So, this is the second action. So remember, my simple past is the second thing that happens, and the past perfect is the first thing that happens. So I'm always using a simple past sentence with the past perfect, because the past perfect is for two actions in the past. Not for one, but for two. So, let's look at another example. The waiter had already taken my order when my friend came to the restaurant. So, again, in this first part, had already taken. The waiter had already taken my order. That's the first thing that happened, right? When my friend came to the restaurant. So, that's the simple past. That's the second thing that happened. Again, using the past perfect to indicate which action happened first. Here's another example. Mike and Sarah had been together for 2 years when they ended the relationship. So, again, if I look, my past perfect, Mike and Sarah had been together for 2 years. That's the first thing that happened. When they ended the relationship. So, this is the second thing that happened. They ended the relationship. Okay? So again, the past perfect indicates the first thing that happened in a sequence of two things in the past. Okay? Let's look at some more examples to maybe visualize how we use the past perfect. Okay, again, two situations. Which situation happened first? Right? Well, if he woke up early, maybe it's because he didn't set his alarm, right? Or he didn't put his alarm. So I'm going to say that happened first, and this happened second. So if I'm going to use my grammar in the correct way, I'd say something like this. He hadn't put the alarm the night before, so he woke up late. Again, using the grammar of the past perfect, he hadn't put the alarm the night before, so he woke up late. Notice my second action is in the simple past. Okay? Again, let's look at a different example. So, what do you think happened first? He took a shower or he left the house? Well, obviously he probably took a shower before he left his house, right? But if I use my grammar in the past perfect to describe the situation, I'm going to say something like this. He had taken a shower before he left the house. So, again, my past perfect here indicates that's the first action that happened. And then the simple past indicates the second action that happens. Okay? Let's look at another example. So, which one happened first? He missed the bus or he was late for work? Well, probably this happened, and then this happened. So my first action is the past perfect, remember? So I'm going to say, he had missed the bus before he was late for work. And again, my first action, right, is that past perfect. He had missed the bus before he was late. And that's the second thing that happened, that he was late for work. Okay. Now, one last thing to think about. So, we said the first action is always the past perfect. And the second action is always the simple past. So I read the sentence like this. He had taken a shower before he left the house. Great, that's a perfect sentence. But we can change the order of things a little bit, right? I can talk about the second thing that he did before I talk about the first thing that he did. And that's okay. But my grammar needs to be the same. So I'm going to say, he left the house after he had taken a shower. Okay? And this is okay to do. This is fine. If I use this, I'm just using the past perfect as the second thing that I talk about. But the grammar tells me that it's the first thing that happened. So it doesn't matter what the order is, but the grammar tells me what happened first. And the past perfect always tells me that that's the first action that happened. Okay, so I hope this was helpful in explaining how we use the past perfect. And we always use the past perfect to talk about two different things that happened in the past, and we want to talk about which one happened first. And for that reason, we use the past perfect. Okay, thanks for listening and good luck.
Now, number A, complete the sentences in column A with the simple past or past continuous forms of the verb. Complete the sentences in column B with the simple past or past perfect forms of the verb. So in this exercise here, column A, group A, this is going to be simple past or past continuous. Verb plus ded, ied, or was, were, verb plus ing. Past continuous. Group B, this is going to be simple past or past perfect. Past perfect, had plus pp plus past participle. A thief broke into our house last night while my sister and I, that means we, while my sister and I were picking up pizza for dinner. So number 1, broke, were picking. 2, I shopped with some friends yesterday and I lose my keys. I was shopping, double P, British shopping. I was shopping with some friends yesterday and I lost my keys. 2, was shopping, lost. 3, I was driving around with friends all day on Sunday and I ran out of gas on the freeway, the highway, the motorway. 3, drove, ran out. Another answer for number 3, I can say I was driving or I drove. 4, I was trying to visit my parents last night. When I got stuck in the elevator in their apartment building. When someone is stuck, you can't move. The elevator, the lift couldn't move, so I was stuck. Number 4, was trying, got. Again, the answers for number 8. 1, broke, were picking. 2, was shopping, lost. 3, was driving or drove. Ran out, ran. 4, was trying, got. B. Now you answer first, then let's check your answers. A. Luckily, I had given a friend a copy of them, and she came over and led me into my apartment. Apartment means flat. Luckily, I had given, she came. B. It had reached the 5th floor when it stopped. It had reached, stopped. After I had been stuck for an hour, someone started it again. So number B answers had reached, stopped, British stopped, had been, started. C. I guess we had left the door unlocked. I guess we had left the door unlocked because that's how the thief got into the house. Got, British American, got into. D. Fortunately, I had brought my cell phone. Brought. I had brought my cell phone with me, so I called my brother for help. So number B answers. A. Had given, came. B. Had reached, stopped. Had been, started. C. Had left. C. Had left, got. D. Had brought, called. Number B. Per work, match the sentences in part A and B to make complete stories. Read them aloud. So, number 1, C. You match it with C. 1, C. 2, A. 3, D. 4, B. So here you make a true story. Exercise number 9. Word power events. Match the words in column A with definitions in column B. In this exercise, we are going to match A with B. These are the words and these are the definitions. One moment, try to answer. 1. Coincidence. Coincidence means unexpected events that seem to be connected. Coincidence by chance. Number 1, F. Number 2, dilemma. Dilemma, a situation that involves a difficult choice. So number 2, B. 3. Disaster. Disaster means, of course, it's number D. An event that causes suffering or destruction. Disaster, an event that causes suffering or destruction. 4. Emergency. Emergency means a sudden dangerous event that requires quick action. So number 4, G. 5. Lucky break. Lucky break, A. An unexpected event that brings good fortune. So number 5, A. 6. Misfortune. Misfortune. Misfortune, an unlucky event or bad luck. So number 6, H. 7. Mystery. Mystery, something baffling or unexplained. So number 7, C. 8. Triumph. When you have a triumph, you have a victory. So of course, this is number E, a great success or achievement. Again, the answers. Number 1, F. Number 2, B. 3, D. 4, G. 5, A. 6, H. 7, C. 8, E. B. Pair work. Choose one kind of event from part A, write a situation for it. So in number B, you are going to choose any word and write a story or an event that happened. Example: two people were traveling separately. Two persons were traveling. Everyone was traveling alone, separately. In China. Two people were traveling separately in China when they met at a restaurant in Shanghai. So they met at a restaurant in Shanghai without an appointment, by chance. They both lived in the same town their whole lives. But they had never met before. So this is of course coincidence. It means they met each other by chance. Said coincidence means an expected event that seems to be connected. This is of course a coincidence. Number C, group work. Read your situation. Can others guess which kind of event it describes? So this is group work between you and your friends. You are going to talk about a situation and your friends are going to explain the meaning of it. What does it mean? Is this a coincidence, a disaster, a mystery, a triumph, a lucky break, whatever? Exercise number 10, speaking. Tell me more. Group work. Have you ever had any of these experiences? Tell your group about it. Answer any questions. So here, you look at the picture. What do you see? So you see here two persons, a young man and another young man. They are wearing formal clothes, they're wearing suits, and they are in an office. They're in an office. This is an office. So maybe this is a meeting or an interview between two persons. So I faced a dilemma. I had an emergency. I was unable to solve a mystery. I had a lucky break. I had a personal triumph, victory, success. Example: I faced a dilemma last week. Really? What was it? I got 2 job offers. I could take either job with a large successful company for a low salary or one with a smaller, less successful company for more pay. So this is very difficult choice. You will have experience in a very big company, international company, but the salary is very low, is modest. Or you work in a small company, but the salary is higher, so less experience. See? So what did you decide to do? This is of course a conversation. You and your friends are going to talk about it. Exercise number 12, reading. 12, reading. Scan the article. The changing world of blogging. The changing world of blogging. World. The changing world of blogging. What's blogging? Blogging, writing diaries. To write your experiences on the internet. To write your thoughts, ideas, your experiences in life on the internet. Scan the article, who blogs? How is blogging changing? Now, let's get started. Only a few years ago, blogging seemed new and exciting. Writing about your experiences and your life on the internet was new and exciting, interesting. Now, some people are saying it's yesterday's news and that the internet revolution is moving on. Some people think that blogging became yesterday. And the internet revolution is moving on, is continuing, is changing. The word blog comes from weblog, which means, of course, to log on the internet, on the website, and to write about your experience in life, your thoughts and your ideas, which means an online blog or diary. This is a diary. A diary means a writing about your life. Blogging is interactive, communicating. And bloggers, the people who blog, the people who write about their experiences, hope that the readers will respond, will reply with interesting posts, with interesting mails, with interesting messages. In turn, they can respond to these posts. Some blogs continue like this for years, whereas others simply vanish overnight. Some blogs, some writings on the internet continue for a long time, for years and years, where others just disappear overnight. They don't continue for a long time, but for a short time they vanish, they disappear. Blogs are usually started by one person for personal or professional reasons. Blogs are usually started by one person for personal or professional reasons, for personal causes, because of himself, not because of a group or something. Just he writes about his experience in life, his suffering, his ideas. So now, let's ask some questions. What do you think about blogging? Is blogging new or old? Blogging seemed new and exciting in the past, but now it's a little bit an old idea. What does it mean, blogging? It means writing about your experiences, thoughts and ideas in life. You wrote all of this on the internet, on the website, for ordinary people to read them. The bloggers are not professional writers. They are not journalists. They are ordinary persons. Ordinary persons. But in American, ordinary. British, ordinary. Ordinary, British, American, ordinary. Why do the bloggers blog? Because they hope that the readers will respond with interesting posts. Do blogs continue? Yes, some blogs continue for years, but others vanish overnight. they disappear overnight. Second paragraph. Anyone is free to blog. Anyone is free to write on the internet about his experience in life. Individuals, which means ordinary persons, celebrities, famous people like actors, singers, ministers, companies, journalists, so anyone can blog. When blogging started, it was the first time ordinary people could write whatever they wanted and then publish it for the entire online world to see. When blogging started, it was the first time ordinary people, ordinary persons, usual people, could write whatever they wanted. And then we have electronic publish. They make electronic publish for the entire online world, for the whole world on the internet, so anyone can see the blogging. Some people have become famous as bloggers. Some people become famous writers on the internet, such as Julie Puel. Some celebrities, some famous people have blogs, such as John Mayer and TV chef Jamie Oliver. So some people, some celebrities, some famous people have blogs, such as John Mayer and TV chef Jamie Oliver. Chef a cook. Some companies, such as Microsoft and Boeing, use blogs to communicate with their employees. So, some corporations, big companies, some companies use blogs to communicate with their employees. Journalists and broadcasters. Broadcasters, TV and radio announcers also write blogs. Journalists and broadcasters and the people who work on TV or radio write their own blogs. These are often on news website when they write their blogs on the news website for the news, such as those for the New York Times and CNN. The CNN is very, very famous channel for the news, and New York Times is a very famous newspaper for news. Now, let's answer some questions about paragraph 2. Who can blog? Anyone is free to blog. Individuals, celebrities, companies, and journalists. Paragraph number 3. Look at the picture. This is Julie Puel. Yes, this is one of the most famous bloggers. However, things change fast with information technology. For many people, especially young people, social networking sites like Facebook have superseded blogging. Of course, we have now the social networking sites such as Facebook. It becomes very famous. In any case, there have always been far more blog readers than blog writers. There are a lot of people who read the experiences about other writers. Perhaps because some people don't like writing, some people don't like to write, but developments in technology have changed blogging. Because of the new technology, blogging changed a lot. With a video phone, camera, or camcorder, plus a computer with video editing software, bloggers can turn their blogs into video logs or vlogs. It means that in the past everyone can write a blog, which means just by writing about his experiences, but now the situation is different. People use the video phone, the camera or camcorder. Camcorder, it means a camera that people carry it. This means big camera. Yeah, especially for journalists. So these camcorders and the cameras on their mobiles and the video phones, all of these things make the blogs visualized. Visualized, it means we can use them as videos, not only writing, not a text, but videos. Some people think vlogging will replace blogging, that the video logging will replace blogging. Others disagree, they don't agree, saying that television didn't replace radio, that the television didn't take the place of the radio. The radio also continued. It means now we have television and we have a radio program. And the e-commerce, what the meaning of e-commerce? E-commerce, electronic commerce. It means buying and selling on the internet. Hasn't stopped people from going shopping. Although we can buy and sell on the internet on different websites, we still go shopping and search for shopping malls and take our friends with us to buy things. What do you think? Do you think vlogging will replace blogging? This is, of course, your own point of view. This is your own opinion. Now, let's answer the questions. A. Read the article. Find the word in italics in the article, then check the meaning of each word. So in this exercise, from 1 to 6, we are going to search for the word and you check through the meaning. You have one meaning, you choose one meaning. For example, number 1, moving on. Moving on means going backward or doing something new. So of course, number A, 1, moving on, doing something new. 2, vanish. Vanish means continue to grow or disappear. Vanish, disappear. 3, entire, whole or international. Entire world. Entire whole. Entire whole. 4, broadcasters. TV or radio news reporters or people who write news stories. Of course, number 4, broadcasters, television or radio news reporters. Reporters, British American, reporters. TV or radio news reporters. Superseded, replaced or became more exciting than. Superseded, replaced. 6, e-commerce, electronic communication, buying and selling online. E-commerce, buying and selling online. Again, the answers. Number 1, doing something new. Number 2, disappear. Number 3, hole. Number 4, TV or radio news reporters. Number 5, replaced. Number 6, buying and selling online. Number B, pair work. Discuss these questions. So you are going to discuss these questions with your friends. You will find the answers in the passage. Number C, group work. Do you read any blogs? Have you ever posted a message on one? Why or why not? Now this is a discussion between you and your friends. Do you read any blogs? Do you read the opinions and the thoughts about any person? Have you ever posted a message on one? Have you ever posted a message on one of the websites? Why and why not? That's the end of unit number 4, part 2, interchange 3, 4th edition. And now, let's get the homework. 1, you have to keep the words by heart. Number 2, listen and repeat. 3, answer 3 pages of interchange 3, 4th edition. Unit 4, the last 3 pages of the workbook. Number 4, go to www.cambridge.org/interchangearcade/. You will find more exercises for grammar and vocab for Unit 4. 5. Watch the video. Watch the video of Interchange 3, 4th edition, Unit 4. This is the video of Cambridge. It's a wonderful one. Finally, wish you like it, share it, and subscribe. Very important information. Please, try not to use Arabic in learning English. This is very important. You have to learn by English. And don't read subtitles in the movies. No, you have to watch the movies without subtitles. And when you have a sentence, you don't understand what is the person saying, try to listen 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. If you failed, now you can read the subtitle. What did the actor say? And you try to keep it by heart. Wish you all good luck. Mystery, puzzle, mystery, puzzle. Workout, to exercise in order to improve your body. Workout, to do exercises. Stuff, things. Stuff, things. Locker, American locker, locker. A cupboard in which someone can keep their possessions. Locker, a cupboard in which someone can keep their possessions. Lock, fasten. B. They spoke very broken English. They spoke very broken English. They spoke English badly. They spoke English badly. Lifesavers, lifesavers, helpers, helpers. A. Difficult situation without clear solution. Triumph, a great success or achievement. Triumph, a great success or achievement. By chance, coincidence. By chance, coincidence. Words of exercise number 12. Blogging. Blogging, a diary that you put on the internet for other people to read. Blogging, a diary that you put on the internet for other people to read. A diary, regular record of your thoughts, opinions, and experiences. A diary, regular record of your thoughts, opinions, and experiences. Blogger, someone who writes a blog. Move on. Move on to do something new. Move on to do something new. Log. Log, British, American log. A full written record of journey, a period of time or
Presentation Plus is available exclusively with the new 4th edition of Interchange, the most widely used and the most successful English course in the world, incorporating video, audio, and even online resources, all with the click of a mouse. Visit the link below or contact your Cambridge University Press representative for a demonstration today.
Welcome to English for Arabs. Today, we're going to have Interchange 3, 4th edition, Unit 4, Part 2. We're going to start with the vocab. Then, you have to keep the words by heart. After that, you start to watch the explanation. Wish you all good luck. 7. Words of exercise number 7. Outcome, result. Outcome, result. 9. Coincidence, coincidence. Coincidence, an expected event. Disaster, an event that causes a lot of destruction. Disaster, an event that causes a lot of destruction. Emergency, a sudden event requiring quick action. Emergency, a sudden event requiring quick action. Lucky break. Lucky break, an unexpected event that brings good fortune. Again, lucky break, an unexpected event that brings good fortune. Misfortune, an unlucky event, bad luck. Misfortune, an unlucky event, bad luck. Mystery, something puzzling or unexplained. Mystery, something puzzling or unexplained. Mystery, something puzzling or unexplained. A difficult situation without clear solution. A difficult run out, ran out, run out. To finish, to end. Run out, run out, run out. Freeway, motorway, freeway, motorway. Stuck, to be pushed into, to be pushed into. Or through something and stay there. Stuck, to be pushed into or through something into and stay there. Stuck, to be pushed into or through something and stay there. Elevator, elevator, British, American, elevator, T soft D. Elevator, elevator, lift. Elevator, T soft D and R, elevator. And here E I can pronounce as a sound, a, ele, elevate, elevator, 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 lift.